Yo guys, Caden and Trevin back, ParadigmVision, and today we got a little bit more of a sensitive video, so just a forewarning, if you are susceptible to any like trauma, to any subjects on like suicide or self-harm, click off this video, do not watch it, or anything to do with PTSD, of like
violence,
gore or trauma, don't watch this video. This is not for you. But to everybody watching, if you don't know, today something really shocking and very sad happened to the country.
It's a really sad day.
To America, to like a movement that is going on in America, and make America great again. And Charlie Kirk was shot and killed today at a college campus, and it was horrifying. I have to say, I had already seen the video, and I wish I hadn't. And a creator I watch, he said, I don't recommend to go watch the video. I also, having had already watched it, I would say the same. I came to the same conclusion. I wouldn't go seeking to watch it. Again, especially if you're susceptible to trauma in any way. But anyways, we're gonna do a little reaction video, guys, in commemoration for Charlie Kirk, and just get everybody's reaction and kind of point out some things too that we're seeing. And yeah, we just want to kind of start some debate and maybe see what everyone's thinking. So
all right, guys, so yeah, no, this incident that happened today, it's really upsetting. And no matter what political party you support, what you believe in, like everyone has said, he's a human being and he has a family, he has kids. It's just a really unfortunate situation. Nothing should ever lead to this.
Yeah, and it happened in front of his kids, which is even more tragic. And I think
it did.
Yeah, it was in front of his two kids, and I think one of his kids is like obviously like kind of in that newborn phase still, but his other daughter, yeah, probably could remember. I don't want to speculate. I don't. That's what I heard. And then Trevin was saying there was two decoys basically to kind of draw away from the manhunt.
I'm speculating. So based off of...
It could be. They said that they arrested the two wrong people. It could be that they were just on high alert, kind of trying to vet people.
Based off the clips I've seen, one of the guys they detained was, I think he was saying, I have the right to remain silent, which, I mean, in that type of scenario, why would you be worried about it? I'd be freaking out and be like, dude, I had nothing to do with it.
Right.
But that's a little sus, and then...
Right. Seems like complicity,
I don't know if any of that's been confirmed, but it does seem like there was more than one person in on it.
Yeah, and there very well may have... Wait, I'm going to do this right. There may very well could have been a conspiracy to kill Charlie Kirk, but we don't know that, and I'm not going to get ahead of that yet. But yeah, we're going to do a little video in commemoration of him, so we'll see.
And also, I will keep his family in my prayers. I wish them
all of our prayers
the best, and I hope this has got to be a really hard time for him, and I just feel for him.
Absolutely, I agree.
Especially the kids, man. Like, and the fact, like, everything this day and age, it's all recorded, and their kids are gonna grow up one day and see that, and it's just messed up. It really is. And I know Charlie probably thought to an extent like something like this could possibly happen, but no one's ever prepared for that. It's just
not in broad daylight, at least.
No, that blows my mind.
So we'll kind of go over the situation real quick.
Orders were college students and young people, but he was also a divisive figure. Our Shawnette Wilson spoke with students at Villanova University about the rising political...
It's really frustrating that they have to, go into this pre-rehearsed line, even Fox. So you'll notice that Fox from the top doesn't do it, but all of the Fox local stations do this. They spout the same talking line as all the other mainstream outlets. So they all came out instantly, CNN and MSNBC, and they said that he's a divisive figure. Right when he got shot, like the second he got shot. And they knew because they wouldn't have reported that it would be happening if they couldn't corroborate it. So it was corroborated. They acted like they didn't know yet, and then decided to take jabs at him before knowing, so that they could slide that in as one last FU. So,
and to call him a divisive figure like that's a stretch. You know, if anything, I'd say he's far from it. You know, a divisive figure is someone who, like, Charlie Kirk was willing to talk to you and
bring you
share
together,
his insight with you, and then take it from there. And he wouldn't really, like, necessarily degrade you or anything. He would just try to get you to see other points. I don't think I've ever heard him call anyone any name that's, like, obscene or anything of that manner. So, you know, for him, if anything, he was trying to bring people together to share a common thought. So to call him a divisive figure, like, that's messed up.
It's true. Yeah, they tried to basically write his history right when he died, and you know, I think it was pre-rehearsed to get that in people's head. And you know, we're all breaking through it, and I think it's because people are revolting. And I would, you know, I'm not going to call for it on the record, but when this happens on a constant basis, people are going to rise up, and they're not going to like it. They're going to revolt, and they're going to be unhappy. So, but we'll get back into it.
Local star gunned down. Shawnette.
Well, Sheba, they say he was most certainly polarizing, but students I talked to both on and off camera are divided on his impact and influence among college students.
It rattled me, and I was like, there's no way we just lost, you know, such a prominent member of our society just like that.
Taking a life is never the answer to anything, honestly, and no matter your opinion or feelings, it's a life that's gone now.
Students on the...
Exactly, y'all. We gotta be able to talk to each other again. Start talking to each other.
Here's the thing: taking a life for for a political reason is so freaking stupid.
That's terrorism.
You're striking fear into the hearts of the people you're trying to win over. You're never gonna win them over that way, ever. Especially Charlie Kirk. If you're trying to get your point across that way, you're never gonna get your point across now, because he's dead. He's dead. What kind of message are you trying to send to people? That they should fear you?
Don't stand up? No, we're gonna stand up 10 times. You just created 10 Charlie Kirks. 10 million Charlie Kirks.
Mm-hmm.
Man. If there's any more like eyewitness reports on this, if not, we'll switch to another video.
This Instagram page claims to be that of a Villanova chapter of Turning Point USA, Charlie Kirk's political organization. Kirk is well known across college campuses.
Definitely with the younger generation. Yeah, he goes on debates with other college campuses and
It's disgusting. And, you know, no matter how you feel on his opinions, you know, it's not about what he thinks, it's about who he is as a person.
Others are reflecting on Kirk's stance on...
All right, y'all. We're gonna go off that video. So there's one more I want to pull up really fast that I watched. Actually, Benny Johnson, he came out with a really good video on it.
Welcome to
You can give some tribute to Benny Johnson's video, because he was really close with him. I think that's important.
I'm never at a loss for words on this channel. Until this moment, I have no words. Perhaps it's for the best. This afternoon, Charlie Kirk was taken home by his Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
That's right.
When a gunman shot Charlie in the neck from 200 yards with a rifle on a Utah college campus, ending his life. Charlie Kirk died exactly how he lived, speaking the truth, bringing salt and light into the world and into darkness. Charlie Kirk's legacy will be that of a martyr. Charlie Kirk is an American martyr. He is a Christian martyr. He died for his faith and his country. Charlie Kirk died speaking the truth. He died giving commentary on left-wing violence. These were the last words that he spoke on this earth before a maddening gunman with a single shot took his life. It now falls to us to rise up with full hearts, to venerate Charlie's legacy by defeating the evil which stole Charlie from us.
Yep.
God help us. This is America's turning point.
Dude,
Charlie has been a friend to me.
I watched this, like, I think he came out with this, like, an hour after it happened, or, like, 2 hours after it happened, and, like, dude, this was hard to watch, like...
No, I bet it was.
Because he's right, like, he's an American martyr. It's like, he really fought for, like... Because even if you disagreed with Charlie, the one thing you could respect about Charlie is that he was liberated, he was free. He was free in his beliefs, so that, like, he wasn't shut down by other, you know, people. Even if he was wrong, the fact that he could stand in his beliefs was symbolic of the American way, and
feel comfortable enough to debate it with you.
And stand on it, yeah. And, you know, he might not have debated everybody, and Lord didn't let him get around to that, but, you know, he did a damn good job while he was here, and it sucks. It sucks to see, you know.
It's hard to see, and it's really hard to see now. I mean, it's crazy to believe that within our generation, you cannot even say or speak about what you believe in without worrying about having to be killed. That is literally how the Revolutionary War started, was because we were suppressed by a king, a crown. We couldn't share our opinion. And we fought for that very freedom. And now it seems like...
It's slipping away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, you will never get anyone to see your point if they're dead. And then, even if they are dead, and you're trying to make an example, everyone's gonna fear you or they're gonna hate you.
I can feel the fires of a revolution, and I think it sparked, you know, I think it ignited with this. I think there was a lot of sparks, but I think this ignited it, and I don't think there's any going back. I think Benny's right about a turning point. I do think he's right about that.
And I'm not saying all Democrats or left-wing, people with left-wing beliefs are bad, because there are good ones out there, you know, and there's bad Republicans out there. Me, myself, you know, I believe what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. I don't really necessarily identify with any political party, but the thing is, you know, we all gotta have common ground. We really do. And it's unfortunate, you know, a few bad apples are spoiling it for the bunch.
I make this argument, which is contrary to his, because I disagree. I think that this is war now, and there is no common ground. There is ground. There is the ground. There is a set standard that is now going to be set. That is, if you assassinate people, if you even think it, if you plot it, if you're in our country with that, you're not going to be here. You're going to be punished for that. And we're going to go to war over that. I think that radical left-wing violence has got out of control. And
it has.
I just think it's evident at this point. I mean, I can't even go to Chicago without, you know, the infrastructure's shit, the neighborhoods are shit, the people are always constantly doing something, you know.
The thing is, you know, no matter, you know, like I was just saying, like, you know, killing someone, it's not gonna make, it's not gonna really prove your point. I mean, I get it with, like, war and everything, but, like...
Yeah, but a revolution may require, and I'm not advocating for anything, I'm just saying what happens, you know? Like, human nature, I think maybe something bad's gonna happen.
Well, to be honest with you, I don't know, dude. I feel like this, even like if you, because I've seen a lot of posts. I mean, I have seen a few bad posts, which is really fucked up. But for the most part, you know, a lot of people have came together over this.
Against the enemy, I would say.
Yeah,
You
like
know, that's
you know, even left wing people, I think they see that this is wrong, and I think their eyes are starting to open
Alright.
a little bit.
Alright, guys, so I'm not going to show the rest of the Benny video because it's pretty emotional anyways. But I want to give tribute to Benny. We love Benny. But let's go look. So I'm not sure if the Young Turks are going to cover this accurately or not, but let's just go down in the comment section. So he said that this is bringing people together, and I would say that comments like this,
Yeah, like I said, I have seen bad comments,
you know,
but I think, you know, it's made an impact on a decent amount of people.
I mean,
Not that this should have to happen for an impact to be made, but
so who knows? Anyways, let's see what they got to say.
This horrible, tragic day where Charlie Kirk has been shot and killed in Utah while doing an event there. A fight broke out on the floor of the House. We have the video of it. We're going to show you in a second. Representative Anna Paulina Luna is the one who seems to have started it, for lack of a better way of putting it. So let's take a look at the footage first.
Let's wait a minute. The House will be in order. The House will be in order.
Oh shit, we're going back to the 7th.
All right, so obviously hard to make out what she is saying or others are saying there. But let me explain who said what to the best.
Let me explain real quick before I get fucking canceled. Bro, they used to fight in Congress. They literally used to beat each other's ass. Like, they used to have full-blown fist fights in Congress.
I didn't know about that. That'd be pretty dope.
Oh, yeah, I know, dude. It's badass. Like, could you just imagine? Just, like, you just really, like, adamant about this bill and really pissed off. And, like, I know it's not good decorum. And, like, today it probably wouldn't look that great. But I think it's kind of... It's not a good idea today. Probably a better time back then for it. Probably no good time for it. But
I'm
dude,
all for, like, hey, if you have a problem, settle it like a man, you know, duke it out. But bringing guns into
they
it,
used
man,
to no, they used to Diddy duke it out in Congress, bro. Like,
hell yeah.
like just start jumping over seats and shit, just beating each other's like it's crazy.
I think that's valid.
I do too, honestly. I do too.
Sometimes it's warranted.
If Anna Paulina Luna threw some hands today, that's pretty badass. Not gonna lie.
Of our ability, getting this from CNN's reporting, Representative Lauren Boebert apparently complained that, quote, silent prayers get silent results. Okay, but wait, after the mass shootings, you guys constantly say thoughts and prayers. So here, I've seen people on the left, including in our audience, saying it, but not 1% sarcastic. Like, really, our thoughts go out to Charlie's family. That's tragic. He has a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, etc. So what else should we do? So I don't know what she means, and I don't know what she's looking for. Okay, then Representative Anna Paulina Luna said, "You effing caused this." She shouted to the Democrats across the House chamber. And in response, Democrats could be heard, this now I'm quoting CNN, could be heard shouting back about a school shooting in Colorado Wednesday and a call for action on gun violence. Hey guys, I've got more, but I got a suggestion for those in the House. How about yelling at each other, instead of yelling at each other and recriminations back and forth, you guys roll up your sleeves and do something.
Yeah,
So
bro.
if you're saying, hey, this is
Talking about
another gun shooting, and we think the answer is action on gun violence, then
Well, what do you mean?
What?
What do you mean?
He said roll up your sleeves and do something
Yeah.
about it. To me, that means duke it out, bro.
Duke it out. Facts. Yeah, for real. For real. I thought you meant something else. I don't know.
Unless he means like, oh, roll up your sleeves and get to work. But...
That's what he meant. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I
It's all right though. Yeah. No, I agree with the sentiment. I do. He's right. Like overall, I don't think people should be yelling at each other. Like, and honestly, he made a good point because I was gonna sit here and start assessing blame, and it's like, no, there's no blame. Like, stop. It's just like, I think what people on the right are demanding is that the left call out people on their side who are doing this. We call out people on our side who do this. That's why the majority of our people don't do this. We don't think the majority of people on the left do this. But when you see polls like 50% of people want the president dead or something, you know, or wouldn't be okay with it, or would be okay with that happening, it's like, you guys gotta call it out. Call out the problem.
Well, here's the thing. This is what gets me. Like, what in your mind makes you think it's okay to try to get your point across, to pick up a gun and be like, oh yeah, this is really gonna do it, and go shoot someone? Like, what happened to just like voting?
Yep. See, they don't like that. They lost, so they're gonna kill him.
Yeah.
He's a martyr. He is a martyr because he got, whether anyone likes it or not, he brought the youth together and won this election for Trump.
Like I said, you're not going to change anything by going and killing someone. If you really want to make a difference, be a governor. Go try to get into Congress. Get into politics if you really want to make a difference. Doing this type of shit is uncalled for, irrational,
And it radicalizes
just straight
people.
up fucked up.
And it radicalizes people.
Yep. It makes it even worse.
And maybe that might have protected Charlie's life or saved Charlie's life. Then instead of yelling, do something about it, introduce a bill. If you're a Republican and you're super mad about it and you think what would help, you guys always say mental health. Now I'm talking about the Republican politicians. Okay, if it's mental health, do you want to do a bill that gets more mental health funding today? That could potentially be productive. Or do you just want to yell at each other? Well, there's more yelling. As she walked into the Capitol, according to CNN, Luna also lashed out at Democrats and accused them of, quote, getting people killed. As she spoke to reporters, and she said, quote, stop with the rhetoric. You're getting people killed. You're going to get one of us killed too while you continue doing it. Yes, so both sides have to stop with the rhetoric. But I would argue that her saying you caused this is part of the problematic rhetoric to begin with. So, guys, okay, no one should have shot Charlie or anyone else for what he said, no matter how much you disagree with it. Also, no one should rile up political violence today to say, oh, okay, so we have to strike back, or you caused this, etc. Because then you are doing the same problem.
See, he's right if the rules are staying the same and if the people are staying the same. And it might not be the best, it might not be pretty, but if you got rid of all these people, you wouldn't have this problem. And that's what needs to happen. They need to get rid of all of these groups of people who believe this shit and think that it's okay to kill people because they have opinions and shoot them because they want to make a scene out of them in front of a bunch of children and traumatize them forever. Those people need to go. That's why rationalizing is warranted, because it's not warranted. It's never warranted, but it's seen as, people have empathy or sympathy for it, and some people want to fall into that, rightfully or not rightfully so. Only God can judge. So, I don't know. I just think we're getting to a point where it's happening so frequently that it's not safe to go anywhere. It's not safe to be yourself in public. And we're asking ourselves these questions. When does it change?
Especially, you know, like, you gotta worry about sending your kids to school and everything. Innocent children, too.
Yeah, that's a whole other topic.
Don't even know anything about politics, really.
Hell yeah. I want to make sure we're recording still. But let's go on.
Saying, oh, okay, if you disagree with, the left disagree with Charlie. By disagreeing with him, they have caused this. So now we should be super mad at all of the left and not just the shooter. Okay, that just doesn't make any sense. So these
it does make sense because it's somebody sacrificing themselves for an idea. It's not like this person just like did it for themselves. They didn't do it for themselves. They did it for a cause. That cause being leftist violence, being leftist extremism, being he's a fascist and whatever that means in their definition, because they don't even know what the fuck it means. They have no idea what that word means. So they call him that and then say it's justified to kill him. So, of course, anybody with that thought process is complicit and part of the problem because they're looking the other way. So, I don't agree with that at all. Again. Just saying.
Mike Lee, I am tracking the situation at Utah Valley University closely. Please join me in praying for Charlie Kirk and the students gathered there. How shooting emerged? What the fuck is going on?
Before we had a flag and we had... He just got shot! Holy... Holy...
Deseret is reporting he was shot. Okay, Deseret News now reporting Charlie Kirk shot at Utah event. Charlie Kirk, this is a breaking news story, will be updated. Charlie Kirk was shot at an event at Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah on Wednesday. Bystanders report seeing Kirk shot. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh my God. Bystanders report seeing Kirk shot near his neck during a Q&A with students. What the f is happening, brother? Oh! Dude. You hear a shot, you hear the crack of a shot, and then you hear his head just crack back right after. And I think what the people are saying is correct, that he might have been shot in the neck. Oh my God. Disavow quickly and vehemently for your own safety? Yeah, no dude. What the f do you mean? Of course, I don't think you guys understand. I was supposed to debate him in a public setting like a month from now. Obviously, aside from the principle of it all, yeah, no it's also for my own personal safety as well. I'm also, I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm also a public figure who does political commentary, right, who was supposed to debate Charlie Kirk in a public setting at Dartmouth University a month from now. I assume it's not going to happen now, obviously. We have no additional...
But yeah, obviously we know later on that he would pass pretty quickly, I think. Let's see what is going on X.com.
Oh, dude, it's all over. You're gonna see some things on here.
Stop sharing the video. Charlie has a wife and a young family. Honestly, here's the thing about this. Is that... So it's funny because the top reply is kind of to the effect of what I'm saying. You know, they're saying don't share the video. The thing is that when you kill somebody in front of their children and in front of their wife, and you do it in front of their friends and their peers and their supporters and in public, which is the biggest part of this, and you do it as a public execution and as an assassination, in a way that is meant for people to see it. Not people like what we said at the beginning of the video. If, you know, we warned, if there's anybody who shouldn't see that, you should not see that. But it is meant for people who are going to take action. They need to see it. They need to see this. Because this is what they're doing. This is what's going on. And you cannot turn a blind eye to this anymore. It will be you next. If you don't fall in line, it can be you, at least. That's why it's important for us to see this. That's my opinion on it. We have free speech for a reason. That's one of them. Because if there was a war going on and a bunch of people got bombed and there was a video of it, we would want to see it to make sure it's real. So, I mean, come on. But, yeah, he says, no, watch the fuck out of the... hold on, I'll do this again. No, watch the fuck out of the video. See what they did. It's fucking war. So, you got a lot of people who are really frustrated about this. Got benshapiro weighing in here. He weighed in with a video, too. Heartbreaking. Sickening to my soul today. It's unimaginable, right? These words I met Charlie when he was 18. Young, eager, determined. He's going to be the head of the RNC one day. Charlie became even bigger. More important than that, there's the privilege to watch this man stand up for his beliefs. Damn, bro. I'm gonna fucking get emotional. That's fucked up, dude. And create single most important conservative political organization in America. But more importantly, Charlie was a good man who believed in right and wrong, who stood by his biblical values. All of us will miss him. I can't imagine the pain. It's a beautiful family. We pray for them. Pick up where Charlie left off, fighting for him and what he believed in passionately. We must fight together for a better America. America where good people can speak truth and debate passionately without fear of a bullet. I weep for Charlie's family and I weep for my country today. Most of all, I weep for Charlie. Definitely a W tweet. And then obviously, you know, all the politicians on the left, you know, they all...
It's all the same thing.
It's all the exact same thing. Like, I'm horrified of the shooting in Utah. Political violence has no place in our country. And then you go over to Bernie Sanders. Political violence has no place in our country. We must condemn this horrifying attack. My thoughts are with Charlie Kirk and his family. It's the same thing. They just reorient the words. Like, it's the exact same thing. Are we going to get more than that? No. Look, this is all we get. This is all we get. This is every politician in America right now that isn't, you know, actually sensitive to this topic. So, you know, it's fucked. Targeted violence in America. We don't sell our differences. I'm praying for Charlie and his family and his young children. Yeah. Tim Walz, he carried out hits on people. On someone in his own state, actually. So, nickfuentes coming out saying, given the gravity of today's events, I won't be doing a show tonight. Instead, let us say a prayer for the repose of, I hope I said that right, of Charlie Kirk's soul and for the grieving of his family. How he chooses to respond to this watershed moment is profoundly important and we should all sleep on it. I think that's true. I think that's really wise, actually. So, yeah, we'll keep going down here. Let's see. So the president weighed in, and we're gonna see what the president said. So here we go with that. All right, guys, we have the president here.
To my great fellow Americans, I am filled with grief and anger at the heinous assassination of Charlie Kirk on a college campus in Utah. Charlie inspired millions, and tonight, all who knew him and loved him are united in shock and horror. Charlie was a patriot who devoted his life to the cause of open debate and the country that he loved so much, the United States of America. He fought for liberty, democracy, justice, and the American people. He's a martyr for truth and freedom, and there's never been anyone who was so respected by youth. Charlie was also a man of deep, deep faith, and we take comfort in the knowledge that he is now at peace with God in heaven. Our prayers are with his wife, Erica, the two young, beloved children, and his entire family, who he loved more than anything in the world. We ask God to watch over them in this terrible hour of heartache and pain. This is a dark moment for America. Charlie Kirk traveled the nation, joyfully engaging with everyone interested in good faith debate. His mission was to bring young people into the political process, which he did better than anybody ever, to share his love of country and to spread the simple words of common sense. On campuses nationwide, he championed his ideas with courage, logic, humor, and grace. It's long past time for all Americans and the media to confront the fact that violence and murder are the tragic consequence of demonizing those with whom you disagree day after day, year after year, in the most hateful and despicable way possible. For years, those on the radical left have compared wonderful Americans like Charlie to Nazis and the world's worst mass murderers and criminals. This kind of rhetoric is directly responsible for the terrorism that we're seeing in our country today, and it must stop right now. My administration will find each and every one of those who contributed to this atrocity and to other political violence, including the organizations that fund it and support it, as well as those who go after our judges, law enforcement officials, and everyone else who brings order to our country. From the attack on my life in Butler, Pennsylvania last year, which killed a husband and father, to the attacks on ICE agents, to the vicious murder of a healthcare executive in the streets of New York, to the shooting of House Majority Leader Steve Scalise and 3 others, radical left political violence has hurt too many innocent people and taken too many lives. Tonight, I ask all Americans to commit themselves to the American values for which Charlie Kirk lived and died, the values of free speech, citizenship, the rule of law, and the patriotic devotion and love of God. Charlie was the best of America, and the monster who attacked him was attacking our whole country. An assassin tried to silence him with a bullet, but he failed, because together we will ensure that his voice, his message, and his legacy will live on for countless generations to come. Today, because of this heinous act, Charlie's voice has become bigger and grander than ever before, and it's not even close. May God bless his memory, may God watch over his family, and may God bless the United States of America. Thank you. To my great fellow Americans.
And Trump said that all the flags will be at half-mast until Sunday.
And then tomorrow's 9/11, which is even crazier.
Yeah, guys, that's our, we kind of didn't give you the most raw reaction. We were kind of ingesting it still, but just want to give a tribute to Charlie. So, hell yeah, Charlie Kirk, fucking boss. His movement meant a lot during that whole campaign, last cycle, because seeing people talk again meant a lot. Debate again, it felt fresh, it felt good, it felt like the American spirit, it felt like what we should do.
Mm-hmm.
And it just feels now like, they're not gonna stop us. It's just a little hard to process at the moment, but yeah, I think Trump's right about that. I think we should keep true to his values.
Not only that, and now that I think about it, Charlie Kirk was, following his vision, his paradigm.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, y'all. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe, like, comment, share, smash the...
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
Out the like button, and the subscribe button. So,
Alright, guys.
ParadigmVision out. In the Travis Titty.